Hello, my name is Geneva Robbins, and I'm a Reiki master here at Luna Holistic. Welcome. Today, I'll be answering your questions about Reiki. So, the next question is, how long does it take for Reiki to work? Well, this one is kind of interesting because sometimes it's like right away. Sometimes it starts working before you even have the session, just as you're in looking at it as you're pondering it, it starts creating a flow and momentum of energy. I find a big part of how effective Reiki is your willingness to change. If you're not willing to change, then Reiki and probably most other things aren't going to help a lot. But if you are deeply willing to change, that seems to mobilize an energy inside of you and a willingness to let go of anything energetically that might be blocking your energy and to bring in and connect with all of the good, which is really, how Reiki works is we're gently bringing in this positive loving frequency of everything you want, and in that process it displaces anything you don't want, and it's very gentle, it's very beautiful. Some people in a Reiki session, they feel it right away. They get a reduction in their pain, both emotionally and physically. Sometimes it takes a couple of sessions. Sometimes there's some people, they don't feel a lot in the session, but once they go out into their life, they find that they connect more and they feel more radiant, and things that used to bother them don't bother them anymore. And for me, I find if you're working on something really big, expect it to take a couple of sessions to feel a real change, and definitely a change that is stable and lasts. So sometimes you'll feel a shift and you'll feel really great for a couple of days after a session, and then it starts to fade. And if you come in sort of right before the energy starts declining again, it boosts you up into a place where it really stabilizes that healing and creates sort of a momentum with it. So then you can use your own self-care tools like meditation, getting outside, going for walks, connecting to that vast consciousness of the universe, however you maintain your own spiritual flow and physical flow, that can get boosted and supported by Reiki. One of the things that I find is that if people are working on something really acute, then I usually, something that's really, really bothering you and is distressing you a lot, I always tell people, like, come in every week, maybe even every 3 days, just to get like maybe 3 to 4 sessions back to back, and then you can space them out as you start to feel better. And, it gives you a really good understanding of how Reiki can fit in your overall self-care plan. And then, if you're feeling pretty good, just come in every month or every other month just to sort of clear the pipes and keep everything open. That's what I do. So if something big happens in my life, or I just feel like I need a reset or a reboot, just to kind of clear the dust off and get recalibrated to my own energy, I'll get in for a Reiki session with one of our other wonderful Reiki masters here at Luna Holistic. They're all amazing, and I approve of all of them. I've trained everyone and I've worked with everyone, and they are phenomenal, phenomenal people. And I'm really fussy about who I go to. So if I'm too busy, please book in with one of the other Luna Holistic staff. They're amazing. And then I just sort of make sure that I get a session every so often just to kind of keep everything flowing, even though I have my own self-care practice. You can't see your own blind spot, and some definitely with working on the subconscious mind or limiting beliefs, I find I want to get at my own Reiki for that reason, because then I can just totally relax and I'm not in the conscious mind as I would be if I'm doing my own session. I can relax and I can receive and I can get help from other humans, which is a big deal. Getting help from other people. Sometimes that's the biggest part of the healing is to say, hey, I need help, and somebody helps you, and that's really nice. So so yeah, so how long does it take for Reiki to work? It depends, is probably the best succinct answer there. So that's it for me today. Thank you so very much for listening, for tuning in. If this series of questions has prompted more questions for you, please drop us a line at lunaholistic.com/podcast or leave a message or reply, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Please share with someone amazing. Like and subscribe. Check out more at lunaholistic.com.